What up, y'all? And today we're gonna go on Twitter and see what the fans and Twitter fandom thinks of Loki Season 2, Episode 4, which is the latest episode of Loki that just released a few days ago. I thought this would be a new series I could start doing. I think it would be cool of, any series that's releasing episodes weekly. So, I like to go on Twitter and see what people think of theories, memes, opinions, anything. I was like, since I already do it on my own, might as well record it and just go over it and talk about what I think about it. There's a review thing here off the bat on the latest on the top by Docs Reviews. That's the username, and I already read through the whole thing, but I wanted to talk about the part that caught my eye that I highlighted here. And it says, I feel like all of us had to be who remains Victor's plan. We had a very clear reference to an Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail. Yes, it's Obi's name, but it's also described a time loop. Maybe Victor turning into spaghetti turns him into he who remains, or at least a bunch of King variants. I just don't trust him. I don't trust that he's really this semi-bumbling, innocent investor con man. No way, not for him just to die like that. I'm 50-50 on this, so I kind of agree on this take and I kind of don't. So I do agree that he might have been, actually a bad guy, and I think everything he was doing was just maybe part of a plan. But I don't know if the part I don't agree with is him turning into spaghetti makes him to a bunch of King variants. In my opinion, I think that already happened, which we've seen in Ant-Man Quantumania. I'm pretty sure this Loki season 2 is after Quantumania, so as we've seen in the after credit Quantumania, he's already all split into his variants. So in my opinion, I think that already happened. So with that part I don't get, but I think him dying maybe it works for his plan for the top king, who remains, Kang the Conqueror, the big guy, the big one we're gonna see in Kang Dynasty. Whatever he has planned, I think this King variant dying was working for him, but it was part of the plan that he had to die for some reason. Maybe it's part of the explosion that we see by the end of the episode. I'm not 100%, but that's my take on that. Alright, the next one we got here is, I've seen some say they wish Loki wasn't PG-13 so that this scene could have been shown, but I disagree. Imagining the horror is so much more powerful and impactful. So people always have this take about almost every Marvel or Disney Plus show. If it wasn't PG-13, if we got to see stuff past PG-13, it would make the show better. I think only certain characters should have that, or shows. Like a good example is Deadpool should be above PG-13. Obviously, I think that just fits his character and his movie style. Loki doesn't need it, but for this scene, I see what they're trying to say. I see both sides of this. It probably would have made it better, like more horror, but he's saying this makes it more impactful, which I guess I can think, but I would think I would lean more towards the side of I think if they showed it, it would make it more scary, but at the same time I don't think it's needed. It's just kind of okay, it's Disney, I kind of expected it. I don't think it's needed for the show to be good, but definitely would have made the scene more scary for sure. Alright, and already on to the next one that caught my eye. As shockingly powerful this scene was in Loki Season 2, Episode 4, I don't like how it pushed Renslayer beyond redemption. I loved her in Episode 3, but it's kind of hard to root for her now. Yeah, honestly, this is true. Like, at this point, maybe, like, at the end of Loki Season 1, or these first few episodes before this episode, she could have been redeemed, you know what I mean? She could have went back to our side, and everyone could have liked her again. But I think after tonight's episode, I don't see her ever getting redeemed again. It has to be something like crazy she does to help the heroes for her to be redeemed again, but I do agree with this. It's kind of hard to root for her now. Alright, so this one says, one of the best cliffhanger scenes in MCU history. Honestly, if this is your take, I definitely wouldn't disagree. I don't think it's the craziest to have this take. Obviously, they've been crazier, obviously, with Infinity War, everyone being snapped and stuff. But I didn't expect this. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I didn't expect them to the whole timeline to just blow up. I'm not sure if it's gonna reset or what's happening, but I think what even makes it more of a shocker and a good cliffhanger is leaving on Episode 4. You know what I mean? Something like this in a season finale, like if they would have done this in Season 6, I still would have been surprised, but also it's a season finale, so I kind of expected, definitely if they're leading into King Dynasties, if they did something like this, okay, it was like, okay, they're doing something crazy again for the season finale. But to do that on an Episode 4 with 2 more episodes left, is definitely insane, and I'm definitely intrigued what they do from here. Alright, and another one we got here is, no other Marvel show comes even remotely close to Loki Season 2. Honestly, I do agree with this. I can't think of another show that comes close to this. I know some people might say WandaVision, some people might say Moon Knight, but in my opinion, this is definitely the best one for sure. My second, honestly, would probably be in Falcon or Winter Soldier or What If. But What If is not even really a story. It's just more like, I don't even think it's a good show necessarily, like one of the best Marvel shows. I just think it's very fun and entertaining. And I like by the end of it how it all connects. It's just fun little stories. It's something to put on and buy some time, but it's very interesting. But yeah, I agree that Loki is definitely number one on Marvel shows, and none of the others come close. All right, and we're gonna end it off with this one right here. I really like this one, and it says, caught up with Loki, really like Victor Timely. I don't think he's dead, I hope not at least, but weird ending to episode 4. Miss Minutes is an evil clock. Orbius is one of my favorite characters. Each episode gets better. Sadly, only 2 left. So I probably agree with every single one of these. Obviously, I mean, some of these are just facts, but I'm saying the theories he had. Victor Timely, I think this Victor Timely is dead. I think it's just a King variant. I think he's dead because, as we've seen in the Quantumania credit, like I said earlier, there's multiple variants of them, and I think they're all just working together for the big one. He Who Remains, the Conqueror, whoever the one who's going to be in the top for King Dynasty, they're all at the end of the day working for him to win. So even if some of them have to sacrifice like he just did in this one, I think him dying was part of their plan. Like, I think he went out there on purpose, and that's why he wanted to go on. Like, he kept telling them, like, I want to go. Loki offered, but he forced himself to go. I think it's something to do how, like, that thing exploded. Maybe if Loki would have went, they would have fixed it. I'm not sure, but I do think this version of King is dead, in my opinion, because I think, like I said, he's just a variant. Alright, y'all, and that's going to be all for today. If you like this series, I'll keep doing it. Just tell me down in the comments below, and I'll do it for next week's episode of Loki. We'll go through Twitter and see what everyone's thinking of it. I think this was fun and cool idea. It doesn't take too long to make, too. Just go through Twitter real fast and just talk about it real fast, my opinions and stuff. So that was fun. But if you liked the video, leave a like. And if you like any nerdy content such as Marvel, DC, Star Wars, any of that stuff, I always talk about that stuff. So leave a like and subscribe for me, and you get more of that content. You have a great rest of your day.